Am I hearing this right? This sounds scarier than I remember. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's get this boat on the water. Got our lovely little animals. But okay. Welcome back to Kitty Found a Camera. Last time, I was going to start making doors, but I got distracted by making a stained glass window for 4 hours. And then I started this stream an hour and a half late because I had to do tax stuff. Hopefully this time the Steam page is set up correctly, because basically I had to fill out the tax forms for Steam like 4 times because it was ambiguous as to like, because I have an LLC, but it's a single person LLC. So you have to alternate between using the LLC's information and your information sort of alternatively. Like for Steam, I think they wanted my social security number, but for my bank, they need the EIN of the company. Very confusing. But also, yesterday I did some more work on the what have you, the doors. I actually modeled the, like, basic doors, so I'll show those off. That'll be very exciting for you, I'm sure. And also, I need to fix this eventually, because basically, it's hard to actually get up into here, because I just have this janky little path. But yeah, so we have our beautiful stained glass, which I still think I should put another pane here so that this side is partially obscured, because I want it to be like you walk into the church and you're like, wait, something has changed. This is a very different tone than I was expecting. You know, why does this wacky game have like this weird, like, somber stained glass window of a girl? Still very happy with that. Oh yeah, and here's what the doors look like. I just have it, talked about it before. I wanted the doors to be very unobtrusive, so like they don't even have collision, for example. They just fling open as you walk toward them. And originally I was thinking of like having them instantly open and having like a Minecraft noise as they open, but I'll do something a bit more mild. Because I also just like, there's something aesthetically appealing about the doors flinging open. Yeah, so it's kind of the 80-20 rule, because that handles, like, most of the doors are now ready. Except for the fact that they need, like, custom colors and, like, nice textures and things. But, well, I guess it's more like a 90-10 rule, because, if we look at the doors that I still want to make, like 95%, like I made like 3 door models and that took care of basically everything. But okay. What we need now is front doors. So yeah, let's do the right doors. And actually, I'm thinking one thing that I want to do for the interior doors is I think by default they'll use the, instead of like traditional round doorknobs, they'll use the more modern like push doorknob. And then that'll I'll reserve the round doorknob for the Wright family. So let's do that. I think first things first. Mirror this by the y-axis. There we go. Now, I need to figure out what I'm actually going to be doing here. So I think first of all, there we go. Isn't that good? I'm checking my doorknob to see what's missing. And I think for just a little bit of extra panache. Is that right? Something like that, so that way it envelops the hand a bit more nicely. And we'll smooth that out. And also, I'm just realizing, we have no need whatsoever for that to do that. Okay, there we are. Ta-da! Okay, so let's go through the Wright family. 3-meter double front door. Let's start with the 2.5-meter interior door. Because I'll use... Hang on. Let's look up Southern Gothic again. This specific house seems to be like the quintessential Southern Gothic house. But okay, I'm trying to figure out doors here. I like this door. You know, let's go back to the interior one. This is going to be decor, right. Door int 1W. Door int W1. Let's call it that, just so it's subtly different. So yeah, the main thing is this. Let's put this at like 2.5. I guess that's fine. And then maybe bring this up a smidge. Do I want this to be a bit more narrow, actually, to emphasize? Yeah, I think I do. Next step will be, I want this to be 0.5. Oh wait, no. There we go. We want this door to open all nice. And I think doors tend to be smaller than the frame, so let's do that right there. And then I think here we can also just subtly adjust this. So that way it looks more spooky. You know, we need spooky door handles. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I think for our next trick, I think the double doors will look like this one, where there's little windows at the top. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Plane. So what was the height for this one? It was a 3.25, no, 3-meter double front door. But how wide did I want it to be? Let's call this door EXT, or like door front. And after we fix that, I will... Because right now this is 2 meters by 3 meters. Yeah, so if we go to here, what is our width here? Because I think this door could also stand to be a bit wider. .2 meters. Okay. Okay, so if this is the actual proper door, I think. That means we need... what do we need? So let's start with my default start here. And then I'll make this ever so slightly taller and wider. So that way we can like actually, oh yeah, I forgot what I was doing. This time we make this match the exact height, because this is the height of the actual... Instead of making the door frame exactly fit the hole, we're going to make the door itself fit the hole, and the frame is a little bit larger. Especially because for this door, we didn't actually need any of these. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to mirror this. There we go. Because yeah, now what we need is Let's say this is going to be 2.75. No, 2.6. So this will be a little window area. Have this be 1 meter. Uh, 0.05. So this would be where the faces are. I think what I want is this to come out further. I think what I want here is like 1.25. So 2.5, no. Yeah, this feels more like it. So what is this? 1, so this should be 1.05. Yeah, here we are. And then this will be like 0.5 or something. No, not that. There. What is this? 2.6, so this should be 2.65. There we go. Basically, I want all of this to be cool frame. And as I've said before, eventually I'll make this frame thinner. But okay, so this is frame collision. Door 1. Kinematic. So the door should obviously open outward. So that would mean... Actually, do exterior doors open outward? Yeah. Wait. They usually have a screen that opens outward. Or at least on a lot of houses. You'd have the screen door open outward, and then you'd have an inner door that opens inward. Man, I need to check front doors now. So I think the big disadvantage of having the doors open outward is that the hinge would be on the outside of the house. I'm like trying to figure this out from first principles rather than just getting up and walking to my house or walking to my front door. Yeah, you can see this opens inward because there's no hinge. Hang on. I'm gonna have to check my consult my door. I'll be back in a second. Whoops. Okay, I have reintroduced myself to a front door. It opens inward. Okay, I think what was confusing me is that anytime there's like 2 layers to a door, the outer layer will open outward, and then the inner layer opens inward. But I see now a lot of houses don't have those inner doors, so... Okay, that means that... with the way that I've structured this, let's do... Yeah, let's do that. 0.6. So what I actually want is, now I want this to be a little bit more centered here. Oh wait, no, we need this. Okay. So now the door opens inward like that, though also, I should have made the door the correct thickness first. Okay. Now my real quest is to figure out... Actually, I just had a great idea. Actually, I'm going to cut these vertices, and then we will solidify this way. 20 centimeters thick. That feels obscene for a door. Oh wait, no, this is 2 centimeters. Yeah, 10 centimeters already is kind of thick. Okay, 8 centimeters feels about right for our, like, scale here. Yeah, I like these really tall, narrow doors. And we'll have glass panes around here. And I'm actually thinking, what if we had something like this? And I'm just going to kind of eyeball this for now. I guess I won't eyeball this, actually. Hang on. Actually... if we have that there, that means that this is now 0. And that means that this should be 2.6, so this should be 2.55. Boom. And then we can have... what did I want, actually? What would look good here? Something like this, maybe? No, I want all 3 of these, but I want it to be clear that there's like a, this is gonna be tricky. There we go, something like that. Wait, hang on. Oh, I see. I messed up the z-axis. I'm gonna see 0.68. Okay, so now these are evenly sized, but not quite evenly spaced. What do I want this to be? I want them to be centered on this thing. Do I care that much? Hang on. Yeah, because this doesn't even look good. Yeah, I think I do like the design of that, and that's what I was subconsciously going for, but I forgot that that's like a thing that I saw. Okay, dissolve these edges. Bring this down. Bring this inward. Boom. We now have fancy feast door. Does this door have the doorknob in the middle? Huh. Alright, let's look up double doors. And also I'm realizing it was stupid to have this interior frame here, because this doesn't add anything that I want. Because, like, I would much prefer to have this, for example, just go all the way out to the middle here. And then let's do 3D cursor. There we go. Oh wait, let's apply rotation, and let's apply scale, and then also I'm realizing that this means that this door is now... I should do that last. Basically, move the thing, or make the door work. In fact, why did I design the door like this? I guess I like this door. Okay. Next step, though. We need a doorknob. And I'm thinking... what sort of doorknob would we want? Would we want... another... I think I like the doorknobs like this. With the thumb thing. Hang on, we need to see... ooh, I do like the circular ringer. Or knocker, I guess it is. Let's say door with knocker. Because, yeah, they're always some sort of ominous shit. But would we have a double door with a knocker? Like, it feels like this door is perhaps better suited... well, I mean, I literally saw it here. Let's look up double door with knocker. Oh, we literally have... that's literally the first image. Yeah, okay. I think we do a long bar. And do I want this to be somewhere else? First off, let's mirror this along the y-axis. Yeah, like that. And then here, what I'm going to do is... we need to have this at 0.04 meters in the y direction. Yeah. Not that way. There we go. Boom. And now I have this perfectly attached. And then we can add, I'll try to figure out how to make a nice looking handle here. Actually, what if I first off start with just like this? Because, yeah, we would want it to sit comfortably in the hand. Like that. You know, I don't need that. Okay. And then this is smooth. This is flat. Actually, we need mark seams here. Oh wait, no. Mark sharp here. There we go. Now you see my beautiful door. Oh, what did I just do? I keep accidentally typing F or 2 instead of F2. Okay, and then there we are. Is there a way that I can make this symmetrical? No, because the doors have to open on opposite axes, so they have to have, like, different angles. So I'll just do... we need to get this door. S, X, -1. Scale. Flip. And then this should be basically exactly as it was. Okay. Oh, wait. Now... well, they'll open correctly once we get them correct. Yeah, and you can see that they both open inward this way. Oh wait, no, they open... yeah, they do open inward. And that means that the origin point... yes, so this is the correct way for these to face. But these need to be probably up a little closer. Like that. So that way, this is the interior exterior. In fact, the door will be almost completely flush with the frame. There we go. I should have also put in the glass before I did all that, but oh well. Oh wait, no. Okay, now mirror this. This will be our glass. And the way I'm going to do it, just to make UV mapping easier, is just add planes, so that way they already have the UV maps correct. Oh wait, no, the UV maps aren't going to work anyway, because I need them to be, they need to, like, tile for the glass. So yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay, so this is glass collision. I'll have to see if this feels right for the area, but I think it will. But okay. I should have UV unwrapped that first, but, well, I can just do it. Hang on. I keep forgetting. I have the power to just, like, add materials here. Okay, image texture, open. So it should be one of the Wright textures. Yeah. There we are. Hang on. You know, I thought this was like a bossa nova album, because this is the picture that's used for it. Like, this does not scream the ominous vibes that I'm getting. Wait, is this an AI image? I hope not. There's AI paranoia now. It could be hiding on... It could be any one of us. Is this like... Am I like... Oh, I mean... Okay, there we are. No, wait, hang on. There we are, okay. Also, I think each of these should probably have... like its own UV map. And yeah, I'm pretty sure what I'm gonna do soon is have this, hang on. Or recolor these railings, gratings, that's what I was about to say. Before I, like, rudely cut myself off. Because I was distracted by all the horrors that I'm seeing. Okay, do I want... I think I do want this. So... Okay. Mark seems right there. Because now I think what I need to do is get each of these faces and move them... hang on. Can I, like, I think I can move each of these... There we go. That's the secret. So what I want, basically, is to line up all of these nicely. And I'll subtly change the scale. Oh, right, hang on. There we go. Is this upside down? Oh wait, no, I see. It's because the UVs start early. Okay. And then here, it's almost correct. Alright, and we also need to have the sampling here nearest. There we are. I'm seeing here, actually, both of these should be a little bit more like that. And then here as well, I think this one needs to be a bit more like that. There we go. So now it's all lined up nicely. And here I think we want exactly one width. And then probably like that. I think actually I want just a little bit more. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is... Alright, let's do, that. No, what I want, actually, is I want to parent it to this, right there. Origin to 3D cursor. Objects. Glass. Or window, S-body. And then what I can do is... Oh, wait, no. Alt-D, 8. There we are. Now we have beautiful glass windows with definitely consistent panel sizes. Oh yeah, I forgot the knocker. Oh. What do I want it to be? Okay. For now, what I'll do is we will, have the knocker do something like this. What would I want for a knocker? I'll think on it, because I think what it would be is like eyes. Very creative, I know. But these guys also have some relationship with eyes. Okay, so major segments, let's say 8 major segments, 4 minor segments. How few can I get? 3? Yeah, 3 works. And this will be also smooth. But okay, you can see how these will work. And because I've set it up this way, I can parent them trivially to both doors. So admittedly, this is way beyond the scope of what it needed to be. But that's okay. Because that is the model for... So we have the double front door, the interior door. This isn't even the fancy door. Okay. How tall does this back door need to be? It needs to be 3 meters. So I think something like this, and this time I'm actually going to have this be the door, and then I'm just going to duplicate this. No. Actually... let's do... 0.05. 2.95. So this is going to be... oh, wait. Oh, X is what I need. Okay. That puts that at where I want it. So this is now our beautiful thing. Solidify this to 0.5. Yeah. And then here as well. This one will be like 8 centimeters again. And this one as well, I think would open inward. So I'll just do the same thing that I did before. I'm also going to shrink these slightly. Boom, like that. And here I think I'm just going to have like one window kind of arbitrarily placed. Let's say... wait, hang on. Oh, I see. Because I put this at the halfway point. Hang on, I'm going to put this back where it belongs. That way we can have like 2.5 and like 2, maybe. No. Yeah, because this means that the window is 6 feet high. There we go. So frame, door, S-body. Okay, and doors are typically, you pull... well, actually, I think it's kind of arbitrary which hand you use. I want the handle on this side. Wait, or do I want it on this side? I don't care. Oh wait, hang on. I forgot that I need to move this 0.04. Basically, to put this in the center. I'll show what this is supposed to do. Mirror this by the y-axis. Boom. We now have this, like that. Perfectly attached to the door, perfectly centered, so that way the door handle can be on both sides. Okay. And I think we need a cube. Again, very simple, not very elaborate thing. Actually, I want a round doorknob here. There we are. Okay, so this is the back door. Oh wait, and knob. Oh wait, I need the window frame, or the glass here. Did I accidentally... Okay, thank you, Blender. I'm trying to select the thing that I selected. Okay, if I grab this and then do that, there we go. Image texture. Eventually I should figure out how to do, like, I've mentioned it before, assets. But okay, UV editor. Oh, hang on, I got a phone call. Well, my brother brought home a fish, so I'll have to help him bring that upstairs. Okay, I'll be back in hopefully like 10 minutes. When my brother said he brought home a fish, I thought he meant like an aquarium fish. But it turns out what he meant was a gigantic, like, sculpture of a fish. Thankfully it was hollow, but now we have a big old sculpture of a fish. I guess I should have thought that because he basically gets a lot of stuff from a thrift store that he's a manager of. And they don't sell fish at the thrift store. But I thought, like, maybe he just bought, like, a fish elsewhere and was like, hey, now you get to take care of it. Because since I'm the one who's always at home, I was like, I don't want to take care of a dang fish. I'm not ready for this responsibility. Okay, let's check closest. Matte glass. Also, I just realized I can just append the material to the file. Oh yeah, welcome back to the stream. Yeah, I don't have an actual, like, back soon image, so I just use my, like... Because this back soon is for the other game, At the End of Eras, so I just have this one. But okay, so that's our back door. I guess let's go to the window. So that would be window arched. So, oh, I see it. Convert this middle section into a door. There we go. So I think we would do... Hang on. Let's, delete... What do I want to delete here? I have a better idea. Get this by selection. Get this. Delete these vertices. Then make this. Guess we'd also do like right here. Oh wait, actually, how do we make this feel correct? Because I basically want to make all of this a door frame. Hang on. Oh wait, I see. I made the mistake of... Yeah, just delete this, and then also here, delete these vertices. Because I think, for some reason, at some point I needed to unapply the mirror modifier, but I can just apply it now. Yeah, there we go. And then I think right about here... Oh, wait. There we go. And I think here, I also want to make this a little bit thicker now. Let's do like 0.4 here. Like that, perhaps? Yeah, that seems right. And then that means that most of this... Let's have these. What do I want to do with this? Okay. There we go. Let's keep this around, but let's separate this selection. Actually, what I should have done. There we go. So now this is all... Now it's all one piece. How do I want to make this door? Let's look up arched doors. Because I think it might be another double door. Like, because what's the width of this thing? Oh, it's less than 1 meter wide, though. And it's also, I think, less than 2... Okay, it's 2.3 meters tall. I guess I'll make it just one door. Oh, wait, no. Cursor to selected. This should also open inward. I'll figure that out soon. Zero, 4. Actually, wait, hang on. Before we do anything, I need this to actually be a proper thing. So we need to, like, delete the vertices, mirror modifier this, then solidify modifier this, like 0.04 again, or 0.08 again. Uh, 0.5. Yeah, because what we'll need to do... What is this? Let's say 1.3. Oh, wait. Let's just go up again. Clip this. Let's put this up. Put this up there. Boom. Okay. Now we have uh, the start of something. Because yeah, my main question will be, how do I make sure that this does what I want? Hang on, let's go to colors. Random. Where's my glass? Did I? Hang on. Did I delete the glass randomly? Wait, what did I do? No, okay. It's just... Oh, I see. It is, it has, like, random... Okay, okay, I understand now. The glass has inconsistent normal, so it's like half of it's gone at random points. Okay. So what I'd actually want here is no backface culling. There we go. Kind of. That still doesn't actually... Interesting that it enables... I don't get it. I don't get what that's doing for me, because it's not disabling backface culling, clearly. Oh, interesting. I don't get it. Yeah, okay, I don't have the faintest idea what that meant. But what I will do, and what I do mean, is we're going to cut beautiful little gaps for things that should be here. Oh, interesting. I thought this was going to go like that. Oh, I see. Okay. So now if we go like this... What is this? This should be like 0.05, I think. And this should be, what is this? This is 0.47. Let's do 0.42 then. Oh, we have that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Where do I want these to be? I think I want this. Okay, so I want this to be our center point, which is good for us because that's actually... there. Hang on. I need to get everything that isn't these out of here. There we go. Okay. So what is our x here? X is, let's make this 0.24. Ease of use. 0.1. And that means if it's, so yeah, 0.38. So now these are perfectly symmetrical. 0.6. So that's 1.842. Okay. 0.05. So this is 0.19. And 0.19 and 0.24 is 0.43. Okay, so now this is a perfectly symmetrical little divot in here. I like this. Okay, so now the question is, where do I want, like, the other, like, chunks of this archway door thing? Like, would I want this here, for example, for like a doorway? Okay. Let's see how this looks. Okay, I think that's kind of the right place. And now what we'd have is things like this right here. So that way we can have like this would go down like that. I think here, what is the purpose of any of these? Oh, wait. Okay. More arched doorways. Because, yeah, the real oddity with our door is the fact that it's a single wide that is arched, and it's mostly glass. Also, this would all be like that. And this is going to be called, like, glass 2. Or let's say door, window, S-body. And that means that this is now glass collision. This doesn't exist. Ornaments, inner frame. Yeah, okay. And we can see here that this now needs to be, it needs to have its mirror applied. Actually, I think what I could do is I could add an empty. Let's say empty plane axes. I'm going to call this axis. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to have the door as a child of the axis. So that way the door can still be mirrored. But as you can see, it now opens all nice. Except for the fact that the axis is not quite where I want it to be. Hang on. I guess what we'd actually do is you'd have the axis slightly outside, because, like, hypothetically there's supposed to be a hinge here. And that way you can rotate about this. Okay, and then let's try to get these all behaving nicely. Okay, now it looks okay. It's not clipping too bad. The real problem... This. Actually, can we do like a... There we go, okay. Wait, hang on. Why are some of these... Oh, I see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... cut out this little face here. Because I want these now. What if we just have this right here as like one little pane of glass? Okay, there we are. So now we can see my plan, which is basically just make it look good. So like here, would I want to go up to double panes like that? Or would I prefer to like rotate and scale down like this one? I think that's good. A very elaborate little door. Let's do, what kind of doorknob would I want for this door? You know what I'm gonna do? Let's just append the doorknob from our front door. Huh? Okay, so that should mean that this can now be deleted. So I think what we do... There we are. Okay. Then we have basically the same style of handle on this door. Okay. Wait, where's my glass? Oh, wait, hang on. We don't need that. Okay, I was wondering, like, why the frame was so much bigger. Okay. It's because it brought in the whole hierarchy. But okay. This is now door arched, which I think means that we have... Okay, so we have all the doors for the Wright house. It should be environment, decor, Wright. Okay. Close everything that we have here. I don't want to get my poor little brain confused. Okay. Glass, door, window. Fancy. This will be 8, and also now this one at least needs to be on back face collision. Environment, decor, right. Look at how fancy that is. And yeah, I think once I have all of the interiors modeled, then it'll be the process of coloring them. Because I'm thinking it'll actually be dark accent colors rather than white. Interesting. Where's the window? Oh, I see. Hang on. Door back. I want to call this window. Also, I need to put it here. This one. Very fancy. Wait, no, this doesn't need back face collision either. The glass, though, does. Oh, wait, no. I see. This is the back... Or, yeah, this one needs back face collision because it's a static body. No, it's not. I don't understand any of this. Oh, I see. There's window and then there's glass. Glass is that. And then all of the windows are see-through. And then I'll also need the, like, doors set up properly. Oh, actually, I just realized. The doors should have no collision, because all of them are accessible. Basically, just do that. Like here as well. In fact, that means that the windows of the doors don't need either of those. Yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. Front, whoops, door front. Okay, wait. First of all, that's supposed to be a duplicate. So Alt-D, there we go. There we go, okay. Yeah, same thing with here. Glass, or no, the door, window, and the handle, or the body, no collision. Man, look at how lovely this door is. I mean, it's kind of janky, but just so much more elaborate than most things in the game. Oh wait, hang on, I forgot to put the actual material here. And did I remember to put these collisions at 0? Okay, let's get another door. Basically what I need is this door trigger will be the same for most of these doors. Because it should just by default work, yeah. And that means the only ones that it won't really work with are this one. So if we check this door animation, yeah, let's do... delete this. And let's make it slightly more elaborate. .5. Okay. So now what we have is door 1 and door 2. Do I want to do something better than that? Ah, well. Let's just keep this as it is. Transform rotation. Oh, interesting. The knocker is not applied correctly. Hang on. Okay. So now we got the animation. Interesting that the tracks have disappeared, even though there's no reason for them to have disappeared. I guess that's fine, though. Let's see. Yeah, 92 is fine. It took it a while. Is it okay? Hello? Godot? Where's my animation track, Godot? Is it, like, not working? Hang on. Yeah, I don't think... Okay, it is okay, it's just broken. Or the UI is just broken, which is awesome. I love when UI doesn't work. Because that's how you know that everything internally is working great. Okay, and I'm going to make this cubic. Okay. And we'll just delete this. I wish there was a way to just permanently disable this, because it literally just clogs up this area, especially since they're all here as well. But okay. Oh wait, no. We need this indoor arched. There we go. Okay, and this one's almost the same as the, like, original one. Boom. It's very fascinating how Godot keeps having new errors, even though I'm not, like, I haven't updated Godot. Because I'm on, like, a 4 point, yeah, I haven't updated it since April. And I keep finding new little treats of just things that stop working suddenly. But maybe that's my fault for trying to make video games. But okay, let's double check to make sure all of these have the proper things. Because now all of the areas should be configured. Oh yeah, but these are not configured. And that doesn't need anything. Okay, so that's got the door. That's got a door. This one has a door. This one also has a door. Good. So now we can begin to put these where we need them. Also, didn't I want this interior door to have traditional doorknobs? Oh wait, no. Int W1. Also, should I do something about this? I don't care for that swirling pattern. Actually, hang on. There we go. A little bit nicer. Okay. Let's get these beautiful things. Actually, first off, just so that I can tell things apart. Get our classic concrete material into here. Maybe the inner door here? We could put like a concrete on there. Yeah, I think a dark gray accent for this house could be interesting. Yeah, let's leave it at that for now. Okay. Back to the world. There we are. So, door front. Door front. Isn't it like 30? Oh, also. Look at that. Now that's just a door that looks cool and almost lines up with the windows here. Well, it basically does. It's good enough. Okay, what do we need? Door arched. Is this correct? I think this is. Okay, and let's double check that this all fits. Interesting. The window, or this door, I guess I designed it to be much higher than the window. That looks pretty good. I like how it's different enough that you're like it matches clearly, but it also has a subtle distinction with this little arch here of like, oh, it's a subtly different shape. My throat caught and I almost died. Okay. Was I gonna do a wide back door? I guess I won't. I think having these doors be so narrow is going to be quite an interesting contrast, since everywhere else the doors are quite wide. Oh, wait, is this... Hang on. We need to go to door back. Is this set up correctly? It seems like it is. Is this wall set up correctly? Hang on. If we check these, okay. I think the wall thickness here. No, but it's 0.4 meters. Oh, I see. All of these. Basically, I need to move this back. Like that. And that means this whole thing... Wait. Oh. Actually, what if I did... that? There we go. Well, I'll have to make sure that the rotations are correct for the given door. I don't know if they're all the same side. In fact, let's check, like, the back door, for example. Because, yeah, the issue is, because I've been importing these, there's, like, I think there's some hokey jank with, like, how these work. Well, yeah. You see here, I want this to be negative. And hopefully, so... I think I can remove this from this one, and then we can do... open here. I think I have to do this because I'm pretty sure all of the animations are linked together on these doors. So like if we go back to door int. If we go to this. Okay, so that's correct. Then if we go to this back door. Okay, now that works. Hi, welcome back. I have been excitedly making doors. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's go back to the world. I'll just eyeball the doors from here. Okay, so I think the attic has no doors. That's convenient for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 interior doors. Oh yeah, and I need to go through each of these and fix the spacing of the doors. Yeah, because I accidentally... Wait, this one works. I guess I designed some of them correctly. Hang on. Also, I don't like how all of these walls have their z-axis... I don't care. I'll just have to move all of these up slightly. Oh yeah, I've had the display input in Blender for a little bit. Actually, how long have I had that? I think it only sporadically works, though. Like, it doesn't show, like, which button I press to, select, like, since I'm pressing Shift S2, and then... do I have a duplicate? I do. Shift S8. Do I have another in here? No. Okay, and then last but not least... Is this actually 45 degrees? Did I manage to square that circle? I think I did. Nice. Congratulations to me. Oh, wait, hang on. I know what I have to do. I have to move all of these up. Yeah, I think... Did I hand calculate this? Because, yeah, I tried to make it 45 degrees, but I didn't try very hard. And now, we have... There we go. And here as well, it doesn't tell you that I'm double pressing G and then pressing C to do, like, a cool move that's awesome. Yeah, like, I'm quite proud of the fact that I've said it a couple times where, like, I eyeballed the sizes of all of these doors and windows. and then I made the doors and windows, and they mostly lined up. Where, like, you know, I was trying to make them of, like, certain standardized sizes, but I never measured them properly. Well, actually, I did measure the vertical, usually. But alright, now we only have a few dozen more doors and windows. So this is... what was this? I think this was going to be a big closet, and this was going to be a bathroom. So I think for the closets, I'm just not going to bother having doors. Well, maybe I will. Especially for, like... well, I'll figure it out. Oh wait, I see what I need. Yeah. There we are. So yeah, I think I might want some closet doors. But I'll save that for, like, later. When I'm, like, furnishing the houses. I also need to, like, parent all of these properly, but oh well. Oh, that's the only door we need here. Okay. Get all of these doors now properly parented. And I think we can check for those. Oh, wait, hang on. These are not. The stained glass windows are not properly parented. Oh, and I didn't rename these parent or collections properly. Well, actually, that shouldn't be too bad, because we can literally just do collection into Wright door int w1. Beautiful. Why aren't these parented to the thing that I pressed Control B? Oh, I see. None of them are in the right collection because Blender just decides arbitrarily to do things wrong as a joke a lot of the times. Okay, and then we go to the church. And as you might imagine, these are going to be parented there. Pretty. Okay. Yeah, sliding doors for closets would make sense. And also, I imagine those closets that have, like, the horizontal slats so they let in a bunch of air. But okay, I want to see if I've got all of these doors working. Oh, okay. I was wondering how it's already been 3.5 hours, but it hasn't been, because I started an hour and a half late. Okay. Hmm. Okay, there we are. There we are. Interior doors are working. They're also quite tall. I like this really, like, narrow little door. The clipping could be better. I think that was all the doors we had. We just needed these funky interior doors. And eventually I'd also like to have custom textures for these doors, to have like the little interior panels to show that they're like all old. But okay. Let's save that as a... Right, doors. Actually. Okay. So, 2.3 meter custom front door. Yeah, what do I want for Madame Blue's front door? Maybe a dream catcher. That'd be cute. So we could have like a we could have a front door with a circle embedded into it. And then in that circle, she's put some sort of dream catcher. Maybe multiple dream catchers like that. And I hope the mirror modifier works with circles, because if it doesn't, I'll be sad. Okay. What size did I want for this? I think it's going to be 2.3 by 1.1. So let's just do 2300 by 1100. So this is the full size of our door. Hopefully that's parented where it should be. And also... I don't think these are... Okay, good. They are. Here's what we need. Why did this... Control V, T... Area has no pixels. Control C, I'm copying the pixels, and then we Control V, and then I, like... Okay, there we go. So yeah, what if we have fancy Dreamcatcher like this, and actually I'm going to move this down a little bit. And then we could have like, I'm going to put a mailbox on this door. No, actually, should I model this or should I texture this? Because I could just have the standard... Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to give her a standard 2x3, or the 2.3 meter door that I have already. We have those. Oh, wait, but I want windows, though. Okay. Let's do, mesh plane. Okay, so this is 1.1 by whatever meters. And then I'm going to do... We need this to be 0.45? No, 0.5. So I want this to be, I think, 0.9? Yeah, okay. Wait, why do I have these two here at all? When did I put these here? Okay. This will be our frame. Uh, 0.5? Yeah. And then we do a plane. Alright, so what are these at? 0.45? Yeah, that's fair. Actually. We need this to generate a mirror. Because now we're going to just recreate our beautiful thing here. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. 3D cursor. There we go. Now what I can do is I can scale this, because otherwise if I was doing median point with the mirror modifier, it would scale like here, basically like that. But now I can actually be very deliberate about how I scale things up and down. Oh wait, that's completely useless. Basically, I tried to duplicate it and then move it to where I wanted it to be. Basically, it'd be better to just set the x-axis to 0 here. There we go. Now we've basically gotten it. The main thing is adjusting these ratios and then combining it all together with a solidify. Hang on, there we go. How many more of these will I need? I think at least that many. Look at that, it's starting to come together. Here, what I'd want is... there. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Okay. The last thing I need is... there, that's basically good enough. Now we have the frame, and we have door, this body. Oh wait, no. Door, kinematic. And I think for these windows, I'll just do, oh wait, hang on. Actually, I want, an empty somewhere in here. Basically like, let's do an empty. This will be our axis. Oh. Okay. Boom. There. Then, what is this? Window kinematic? Actually, hang on. Did I make these static bodies on the glass here? That'd be awkward if I did. Take your time, Godot. Yeah, because we got a window. Yeah, it's a static body. Whoops. Ah, well. Okay. And also... so eventually, I'll have some beautiful textures in here, but for now, I don't care enough, because I sort of textured myself out yesterday. There we go. Very funky door for Madame Blue. In fact, it should probably be clear that she made the modifications herself. Which I would probably do by just deforming the mesh somehow. Oh. This will just be... You know what? Because this is just glass. Like, we don't even need collisions on it. But okay, this will be decor. Blue. Door front. Do I want this on this side so that it opens this way, or do I want it the opposite way? I think I want it the opposite way. Also, I need to make sure that I need to eyeball this. There we go. Actually, I just had a great idea. For most of these, I don't actually care enough to, wait, it's going to be decor generic door exterior 1, object cylinder. Oh, wait. No, that's not good enough. Okay. Mirror this on the y-axis. Okay. Oh, wait. No, this is fine. Knob. Here's the door. There we are. What if we did something strange like this? Because if we're going to do unique shapes anyway... This doesn't feel right. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Auto smooth with like 80 degrees. There we go. In fact, I think this whole thing... There we go. Let's make sure it looks correct and it lines up right. Yeah, it does. Okay, so that is Madame Blues. Oh wait, also I haven't put in the if I go back to generic decor, I have a garage door that's closed, but it's not actually like done. So in fact, I'm going to look up a garage door. Because what I want is sort of an automatic garage door. Yeah. This is what I want. Okay. Let's do a cube here. Actually, let's do plane. Mirror. There we are. Hang on, I need to do, what I'm trying to do is Control E spin. No, Alt E spin. We're gonna do 90 degrees here with like 5 segments. Negative 90, I guess. Okay. So now we can see my plan in motion. Basically to get one of these. And it should somehow attach to the garage door. Because basically these little segments will pull up, and then there'll be other things here. Why do I keep getting texts? Why am I so busy today? Okay. Yeah, as I said earlier today, I've also been, like, keeping an eye out for things like... Because I have a bunch of... Oh, wait, what the hell just happened with that? Oh, I see. I probably did GX rather than GY. But yeah, I have, like, a Steam account that I need to set up. Let's solidify this with, like, a 0.03. And basically, that way I can, like... Wait, hang on. This should be at least 4 meters. No, wait, no. It's only 2.5 meters tall, isn't it? Let's make this a clean 3. And basically, this will just go into the ceiling. And we'll have some other mechanism embedded into here somehow. In fact, could we do like a little... Would this be believable? Or is this too... Is this going to be too wild and wacky? Let's apply this. Because I'm going to join this there. Boom. Okay, that's a good enough approximation of a door, I'd say. Oh, and we should also have this frame. Oh, okay, it's actually fine. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. Beautiful. Let's put in... Do I want to put in blue? No, I don't care yet. What I'll do first is I'll make the 2 garage doors. So we now need door garage 2. So decor, duplex. This will be just a slightly different size. I think actually... Is it the same size? Wait, hang on. Oh, I see. It's slightly shorter? Wait, no. Wait, okay. I was wondering what the heck was happening there. There we go. Why did my music stop? Oh wait, did I just do something to this door? Oh, I see. It doesn't have a solidify modifier. I just did it all wrong. Okay. Garage door 1. Then we need garage door open. And this one, what I kind of want to do is create a path that goes along this. So we could do like something like this. So I'm thinking like put this at 0. I'm going to try to make this match as well as I can. So S, Y, 0. Oh, okay. So how do I make this do what I want it to do? Okay. We're getting closer. Isn't it something like, Oh, I think part of it is because this path... Yeah. Because we're, like, off-centered from the path. Good enough, probably. basically what I'm going to do is now I want an array of things that follows this path. I don't actually know quite how to do that. I guess just a curve modifier. Just do a plane. So what I'm going to start with. Do like 0.05. And what I want for each of these is let's do an array modifier. Fixed count 1? No. 0 there, 1 there. And then we add a modifier curve or path. Maybe deform? Curve by Bezier curve. Deform by z-axis. So we can kind of make it do what I want. You can see it's getting there. I think it's the fact that this is considered the start of the path. Yeah. I guess that's good enough. Because now what I can do is I can make these the size that I want them to be. So like I want them to go like 0.75 meters tall. I guess that should be the same. 2.4, I think 3 meters wide? 4 meters wide? Oh wait, 4.2 meters wide, right. Oh, I think it'd just be 4 meters. Okay. And then we'd have 4 of these. So this should, in theory, if we went all the way down... Oh, it's not even close. Wait, hang on. 0.75. So 3 divided by 0.75. Isn't that the size of this thing? It goes from 0 to 3, or like it's 2.9 meters. And this thing goes from a z of negative 0.23. Oh, I see. Okay, so whatever I did here was complete nonsense. Let's go 0.5, and let's do 6 meters. Or 6 of those. And then, look at that. Now we can have these beautiful things like that. Beautiful. And this is going to be plane. No, this is going to be door collision. And this will be curve. Delete. Okay. And now I think I need one more garage door. Custom front door locked. Glass patio door locked. How do I want to look up a modern door. What is a modern door? Not this fancy. Maybe something like this? Let's say modern exterior. door? What if we look up cheap exterior door? Because I want it to be kind of like... Okay, this fits the bill of like, it has glass. Yeah, I think something like this without the side paneling is exactly what I'm looking for. And I think that's basically exactly the same as his back door, except with the with a different height. Decor, duplex, door front. And just be a lot shorter. Why didn't I put the sizes here? Are they just 2.4 then? And I think I want this whole thing to be scaled up a little bit. So basically be like 0.55. Negative 0.55. Bring this down. There we go. And what we'd have here is, instead of this, so yet another one of these. Oh. There we are. Have it go like that, probably, or something like that. That doesn't look correct. Yeah, because they go up a little bit, and then they go down. Okay. And then we need a patio door, which is going to be glass. But it's not going to be a sliding door. Actually, we can just get this door again. Because I think, honestly, the only thing that I'd want to do is move a little bit of this. And I think, honestly, do I need to, like, be fancy about, like, this? Hang on. Let's reset this. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And here we're gonna do like straighter, cheaper handle. Boom. Like that. Perfect. This is what doors look like in 2025. I'm realizing I don't even have room for like the handle here. There we go. Wait, hang on. Why is this... Why did I design it like this? With this, like, irregular. Hang on. So if we have 0.1... Let's do 0.15. And then that means... So this is 0.23, so this should be 2.15. And then that means that this should be like 1.15. Impressive, I almost perfectly eyeballed it. But okay. And that should get us where we want to go. Custom front door, patio door. Oh wait, I should make sure that the windows... Yeah. This is all designed wrong. Go back to the other door. Because S-body means a static body. And kina means kinematic. Or character, animatable 3D body, whatever it needs to be. And that means this is also wrong. And that means door front. No, that's right. Door interior. Let's go to interior 1. Okay, that's correct. These doors are a lot wider than I thought they were. But okay. Let's just go to the world. Blue, door front. Okay. What's the angle on this thing? 9 degrees. Do I want these doors a bit wider? Oh, I see. And also, this is slightly off-centered because there's 3 lines on this side. Because I needed them for the circle. That makes sense. Okay. Well, we can ignore that for the time being. Garage doors. Oh, wait. First off. Link those together. Okay. Now. Link our other things. Decor. Duplex. Garage door open. I'm curious if this actually, like, will map... Okay, I see. I may need to bring, like, the frame down until this makes sense. So, like, put it, like, right there. And then, does this interfere? Yeah. go back to our garage closed and garage open. Okay. Now they're good. And I'm sure people will be very closely analyzing and realize the garage door, you know, doesn't physically make sense. Oh, I do see though. It does clip there. I'll figure that out someday. Oh, wait, hang on. I'll just have to eyeball the other one. Tragic. Object, collection. That's what I need. These are named garage door, not door garage, right? Take your time, Godot. Let's have these just very slightly outward. Okay. Get the other duplex door. My instincts failed me. I made this door slightly too tall, but it'll be good to be, like, consistent. Okay. Door patio. Oh, I do see they are door garage. So you know what? Garage, door, garage. Oh, this one's almost perfect. What's even the point of having these if I could just, like, you know, merge this there. Have this go down a little bit. And then we can have, like, all of these. Like that, boom. See, the game is now better because of that. Those frames, or those, like, 5 quads that I deleted, will make somebody's game run, like, 0.01% faster, and then they'll like it 0.01% more. Okay. Are these doors actually... Hang on. If we go to the door patio, don't save. Okay. There should be frame and door properly. So door... What doors do we need? This one? Oh, wait. Wrong thing. Any other doors that I created in the past 15 seconds? I think I just created those ones, so I'll leave it at those. Glass. Duplex. And for this one, window will be there. Basically good. Oh, and for these ones, we need door int 1. Because this should hopefully work with this by default. No, it doesn't. Because we needed this to be axis. Hang on. I'll figure that out soon. Does this one work? Perfect-ish. Oh, wait, but it's also the same issue as before, where I needed to go the opposite direction. Oh, wait, also this one doesn't need it anyway. Because these front doors are locked. And this one as well. I think... Let's close this. Because I think... those front doors will work. Also, I'm going to put the concrete here, just so I can tell these materials apart. And make sure that everything's, like, loading in properly. Okay. So if we did door front, that would be... I think this one needs a custom one as well. Yeah, this needed a custom animation. Frame slash... Oh wait, no, it's axis rotation. Okay. So hopefully that doesn't mess up this one. Good. And then we go to front. And we need... Oh yeah, that one doesn't need anything. Patio. That was the one where I needed to change the rotation here. We'll just do like -89 or something. Boom. Now it opens exactly how it needs to. Okay. So now we can go in, do another tour. Fancy place. I see. Oh, right, because I didn't actually re-import the world. Oh, wait, no, we need to do blend. Re-import this one. And I can hope that all of my things work, because I've realized, for some reason, the way that my import script works, I think, if I add a child to any node, they break, but I can add scripts to them. So that's why, for example, this has custom Wisp because Blender Godot integration is broken. And that adds a custom Wisp because Godot Blender integration is broken. And I can't just add it as a child of this object, which is how I normally do it. But okay. Now let's double check our doors. Okay, good. Got this one. Interior. Exit. generic doors in here. This is some sort of cremation. Oh yeah, this was where like the embalming is gonna happen. And then this is like the sales floor for like coffins and things. And this is just a little extra bathroom. Then a cool door. And then these houses are different because... Oh wait, I forgot to set up the windows properly with the camera. So right now you can't actually see through them. Well, you can't see through them anyway, but... I'll fix that. And yeah, this is a mischievous little one. I like this one, because you can't actually go through these doors. You have to go through here now. And to get up to the patio... Well, you can actually just jump... Oh, wait. The patio door didn't work. Why did it not work? Is it missing the door? No, it's not missing the door. Huh. Is this not working? Okay, hang on. I think for the first frame, it has literally every single object calling this. Which is weird. I don't know why that's happening. Okay, so this patio door is broke. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I see. It's just called collection. Oh, wait, also, are these parented to the correct things? I guess these two, or these ones, will be parented to this floor. These two will be parented to this floor. Okay, I see that they were not. Good. Now everything should be correct. We come back to here. It takes 25 minutes to re-import. Because for some reason it's also re-importing the cones? I don't know why it did that. Oh yeah, and then I need to fix up the glass on all of these. So let's go to that. So like window. Front door, there we are. I'm also thinking, if I do a continuation, or like a follow-up to this game, I wonder how much of this stuff I can reuse. Because it'd be nice to be able to reuse boring things like windows and doors. Oh wait, I forgot. Doors that open should have no collision. So admittedly, kind of a weird setup to have them have physics at all anyway. Oh wait, why is that not working? Why is that not working? Door patio. Okay, it's because I fiddled with the... Wait, but then who was phone? What the fuck was I clicking then? No, this is the one that does need collision. Close that. Just delete it. Okay, this is the one that has no collision on it, because you can go through the patio doors. They didn't think to lock them, because they didn't think somebody would jump up or, like, wiggle their way underneath the garage door to get into the house, and then hop from patio to patio. Because now you can get into her house through that. Man, you can't get out this way. So eventually I should add a locked sound when you get up to that door. Why is this still not working? Where is the body of this fucking door? Okay, so this is that. That means that this whole thing... This. Oh, right, because windows don't have collision either. I keep forgetting. Like, because I think it's like in my brain, the instructions for glass were overriding the instructions for door. Glass has special collision. Unless it's in a door, then it has no collision, like the rest of the door. The pivot point's a little obvious. The little kid's back. Does she want something? Yeah, for some reason the names on the dialogue viewers aren't working. I'll have to fix that very soon. So do you have any butter? I can't open the fridge. I'm not giving you butter. Okay. So that's one more building's doors completed. We have this whole little cul-de-sac done. Next step, front door to this place. Do I want to do it now? Not really. But I might do it now. Because it's going to be simple. It's going to be just a glass door. I'm not really into this song. I can't be bothered. I'm gonna say that's a good start for today. We did a bunch of doors. We only have... I'll put this at a lower priority, because I can just use the generic interior door. And this one also... Actually, this one's completed because I just used the generic door for the back. Well... Priority... Could ship. I got that done at least. I think I actually did the doctor's doors. Yeah, let's double check. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did his last night. Oh, did I not? Oh, I see. I just put the normal back door there, or like a generic exterior door. Storm drain. Yeah. Okay. So we got that. I got that. Brainstorm some more door ideas. Okay. I think that's going to be it for now, though. Because I'm tired of doing doors. And I think I will be back tomorrow. And that will be... oh, wait, no, I won't be back tomorrow. I'll be back Sunday. Tomorrow I go into town like I usually do. But okay, and I should also start planning some gaming streams. Because I said that I'd do that, and I do need the footage. So stay tuned for that. I might play some horror games this week. But alright, thanks for stopping by. See you later.